Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I got a couple of articles that I found interesting, and I'll explain very shortly on why. The first is from the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements, a new article recently released, and the cross-border payment systems have been neglected for too long, is the article headline. As you get into the article, the discussion is technological advances can still take as long as 10 days to transfer money to different jurisdictions. And that transaction can cost up to 10% of the value of the transfer. A payment from the UK to some countries has to go through 4 currencies, and as many as 5 banks. Cross-border payment systems still use message formats developed 100 years ago for the telex machine, and for decades they have been the forgotten corner of the global financial plumbing. And who do we usually connect that word plumbing to? Is that running through your mind right now? Fixing the plumbing matters. Global financial transfers were well over 20 trillion in 2019 and are expected to hit 30 trillion by 2022. That should be another one flashing through your mind, the 2022. Every time I see that, I think of the Brad Garlinghouse clock and the statement from the ISO 20022, which is directly to be implemented in full speed by 2022. Improving the cost, speed, and reliability of payments would remove frictions that prevent many small businesses reaching out to customers beyond their borders, and 6 out of 10 cross-border business-to-business payments require some kind of manual intervention, each taking at least 15 to 20 minutes. Better systems would make a real difference to many of the poorest and most vulnerable, who disproportionately bear the cost of the frictions and shortcomings of the current systems. Remittances from workers back to their home countries are now worth more than 3 times global development aid. It is perhaps no surprise that many seeking to send money home to alternative and sometimes innovative solutions that are less secure. And I've spoken in direct message privately with many people who are very frustrated even with this technology that we are invested in, that it's not actually active in a lot of other different nations, as some have such expensive fees, and when they send money home to their family, that the price of the fees is sometimes equivalent to about a week's worth of the food in that country. So it's pretty interesting to see that even though everything is actually getting into motion, everything is not fully implemented. So again, that's why I often state that we are early and just be patient. But the highlight to me, as I literally did highlight in the article, what I find the most interesting as a discussion we've randomly had on this channel about backing assets. The BIS states, the report also suggests exploring the feasibility of incorporating more innovative developments such as central bank digital currencies, the CBDC, and global stablecoins backed by some reserve asset. Then we get into this article. The American fintech Ripple's purchasers would possibly quickly be in a position to difficulty stablecoins through cross-border funds platform RippleNet. And down into the article, RippleNet, a distributed ledger technology, DLT, enabled gross funds settlement community, permits banks and different monetary establishments to securely carry out cross-border transactions. Developed by San Francisco-based fintech Ripple, the decentralized RippleNet platform has been used to carry out worldwide transactions since 2012. The platform's customers would possibly quickly have the choice to create and subject stablecoins, which can be pegged with actual world property together with main fiat currencies. And that's another section here that I've highlighted. One new characteristic Ripple would possibly introduce will permit third events to subject crypto tokens on the XRPL. The main points of this new characteristic haven't been shared publicly. Nonetheless, Schwartz mentioned that RippleNet may very well be subject to new stablecoins. And he defined one of the many options that I believe may be very thrilling as a characteristic that will permit folks to launch effectively. Stablecoins are the plain use case, but it's surely not simply stablecoins. It's basically property pegged to some exterior worth. So again, it's becoming a more consistent theme to start backing these to exterior assets from the BIS and directly from Ripple. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where this goes. Either which way, just a simple connection that I found interesting with current news from the BIS and from Ripple. Basically, Ripple CTO David Schwartz, aka Joel Katz. That's it. I just found something I thought I should share, as we will find out what's going to happen soon with all of these new digital assets and the discussion from the U.S. President Donald Trump talking about going back to the gold standard. And we have Judy Sheldon, who's getting her position pretty solid placement within the Federal Reserve, who is very familiar within the XRP community for being a proponent of a gold-backed currency in a cryptocurrency type of way. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with a final thought. The best way to live a stress-free life is to learn how to swim in the ocean of uncertainty. And remember, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Much love to all of you, and we will catch you in the next one.